Hi, my name is Jordan and welcome to the channel. So a couple days back, I just received my green CRO card, which unlocks much more features as compared to the red one. So I upgraded mine from a ruby red, which I've been using for quite a while. The rebates are good, with a 100% rebate on Spotify and a 2% rebate on spending. And it costs roughly $500 to have this card in my wallet. So what you need to do to get the card is to purchase $500 worth of CRO tokens, stake it for 6 months on the app, and while that's happening, you'll receive your card within a month or so where you can start using it after. And if you're looking to get one, I have left a link in the description down below, and by using the link, you'll receive $25 worth of CRO when you stake $500 of CRO tokens for the red color card. But today, I really want to talk about the green card and why I decided to upgrade my card other than green being one of my favorite colors. So the Jade Green card unlocks a few new features like a 100% rebate in CRO tokens for Netflix subscription, you get the airport lounges, and you get a weekly CRO staking rewards. So if you're someone that already has Netflix or Spotify, this is probably a good card to have, because your Netflix and Spotify will essentially become free of charge in some sense. Because what Crypto.com does is they pay you a 100% rebate in CRO tokens for the deduction done via Spotify or Netflix subscription, with up to a maximum of $12.98 worth. This means that if you're on Netflix or Spotify, you'll pay the fee in Singapore dollars through the crypto card, after which Crypto.com will automatically return you whatever you paid for in CRO tokens. So for me, I only have Netflix, but not Spotify, don't judge me for it. So when my bill for Netflix came up, I paid $12.98 and I was given 16.9 CRO tokens, which was roughly valued at 75 cents per token at that point of time. And if you are brand new to crypto or have no idea what these tokens can do, just stay with me and I'll explain how you can recycle your money to constantly get free Netflix and Spotify. So the green card is more than just free Netflix and Spotify. You can also use it to pay for your meals, your transport, like the MRT, or even for groceries, and by doing so, you receive a 3% on the bill spent in CRO tokens as a rebate. So something in common we see here is that the rebates are all given in CRO tokens, because that's the native chain for Crypto.com, which can be used for decentralized applications like VSS Finance or Corona Swap, or other DeFi protocols that are running on the Kronos chain. So if you're interested to find out what VSS Finance is about, I made a video on it and I'll link it in the description down below. So the other feature that the green or the indigo card has over the red is the airport lounges. Though now it seems like it's kinda useless because travel measures are in place, but hopefully in the future when things get better, we're able to enjoy these airport lounge features. So the airport lounges requires you to do a prior booking before going into the airport lounge, and it's not on a walk-in basis, so that is something to take note of. So the last feature is a stake rewards. Because the green card requires $5,000 worth of CRO to be staked to receive the card, but in return, you'll receive CRO on a weekly basis. And because I bought CRO at a higher price, I have roughly 4,500 tokens staked for the green card, and this roughly gives me about 8.7 CRO on a weekly basis. So based on this weekly rate, at the end of 6 months, I'll receive roughly 208 tokens, which is roughly $156 based on today's rate. So keep in mind that the numbers might go up or go down in dollars depending on how CRO performs in the market. So for those of you who are wondering, why should I use the Crypto.com card instead of a credit card? So there are two train of thoughts here, and let me clarify how to fully utilize the Crypto.com card. So the Crypto.com card is a debit card, and this means that we have to use cash that we have in our bank to top up this card, but there are workarounds that we will cover in this video as well. So if you didn't know, using credit is one of the best ways to free up cash, which you can use to invest for higher yields, and using cash means that you'll have less free cash lying around, which can be yielding higher interest in some other assets. So the downside to this is that by putting too much cash into your Crypto.com card, you might essentially lose out on the opportunities that the market might offer, where you can buy assets at a lower price and sell them for a higher price in the future. But if you are using a credit card, you'll be able to use your free cash to purchase things like stocks, cryptos, or bonds, which can give you some yields over a period of time. And imagine having cash to buy high quality stocks at a 30% discount as compared to not having that option at all. So this is one of the benefits that credit cards provide, but you have to ensure that you pay up the monthly bill at the end of the month, otherwise the interest might accumulate and you might end up screwing you over. So let's talk about topping up the Crypto.com card. Since we all know it's a debit card, we'll have to top it up with some cash. But it is possible to use a credit card to top up your Crypto.com card, but that will come with a 3% fee, which don't make sense to us. So to avoid the 3% fee, there are a few loops we have to jump through, but it will enable us to top up our CRO card with a credit card with no fees, earn some points, and also earn some cashback. So if you're in Singapore, this will be much easier because this is what I'm doing, and you need to apply for a couple of cards, and I'll be leaving links down below so you guys know where to get them. So the first card that you need is the UOB Amex card, which gives you a 1.7% cashback with no exclusions. So if you top up your mobile wallets with this card, you'll receive a 1.7% cashback as well. Next, you'll need a GrabPay card, which can be applied for free through the Grab app. So I got a digital card, and you have to copy those details from the digital card from Grab app into another app. And we'll go through that later. And lastly, you'll need the Revolut card, which is also free, and this allows you to top up your Crypto.com card using credit. So the process goes like this. You top up using your Amex card to top up your GrabPay card. And let's say you top up $100, this means you'll receive $1.70 as a cash rebate for topping up your GrabPay. And once the money is in your GrabPay, you can use your GrabPay card to top up your Revolut card. And by doing so, you'll receive some Grab points, which can be used to offset your Grab rides, or if you accumulate enough points, you're able to exchange for things like prison monitors, a massage gun, iPhone 13 I think, and a few other stuff. They have a whole catalog for it. So once the money is in Revolut, you need to access your Crypto.com app, add Revolut card, and top up money from your Revolut card into your Crypto.com card. By doing this, you are essentially using credit to top up a debit card. But do take note of how much you are topping up and do not over leverage yourself and get yourself into debt, because we wouldn't want that to happen. And from there, if you are using a green card like me, you are getting a 3% rebate in CRO, which means that you are receiving a total of 4.7% in cash rebates, crypto tokens, and some Grab points, which can be used to offset things on your next Grab ride or to even hold even more cryptocurrencies. However, if you want a simpler way, you can do without the GrabPay card. So what you need to do is to use your credit card to top up your Revolut card, and from the Revolut card, you can top up your Crypto.com card. By doing so, you are missing out on a 1.7% rebate, and Revolut card only currently accepts Master or Visa card right now, so the Amex hack will not work. But do keep in mind that by topping up your Crypto.com debit card, you are not able to use the money to purchase cryptocurrencies, but can only use it for spending or daily use. So how am I using my card? So transferring money here and there can be quite a hassle at times, but for me, I mainly use this to pay my Netflix subscription because it's free by paying through my Crypto.com card, and I also pay for things like my transportation when I take the train or when I take the public bus. So this card has NFC, which allows you to use PayWave or to use it like an EasyLink card for your public transport. So for smaller purchases, I think this card is great because there's a limit of $30,000 spending per year, which comes out to 2.5k a month. And to be honest, I do not spend that much every single month. So something to note is that the card do have exclusions for rebates. So things like utilities or your gas, your garbage, your water won't have rebates. Computer softwares don't have rebates as well. I tried to pay for my Adobe subscription, but they didn't allow my transaction to go through. So by topping up e-wallets or financial services, they do not give you rebates as well. And lastly, it is insurance, and I think a lot of people don't allow insurance to get rebates, but I have yet to try. And if I do, I'll let you guys know. So because of all the exclusions, I use my card mainly for travel or small purchases at your grocery store, or coffee during brunch, public transport, and also the occasional ice cream that we go and eat once in a while, or sometimes even bubble tea. But nonetheless, I'll be testing out more of this card and see what's the limit to what we can pay for, and probably do an update on a video or an update on my TikTok, so you guys that are using this card as well will know where you can get your juicy CRO tokens rebates. So last but not least, let's talk about how we can recycle our CRO tokens to get more out of this card. So if you guys are still watching, here are some tips on how you can recycle your CRO back into your debit card so you don't have to top up your card to pay for Spotify or Netflix. And since we get CRO as a rebate, we'll be using CRO to top up our debit card. So to top up your debit card, there are two ways, and one is by a credit card, which we went through earlier, and the second way is via crypto wallet. So in the card tab, we'll click on the top up button, which will give us a credit card or a crypto option. The crypto wallet currently only accepts a few currencies as a top up option like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, ADA, Doge, Matic Mana, and a few more. So what we'll do is to sell our CRO that we got from our rebates into USDT or Tether, and then by going back to the card tab, we can top up our card with Tether, which will then be converted to Singapore dollars, and from here, you're able to use your debit card as you would and continue to get CRO rebates. So is a CRO card really worth it? So in my own personal opinion, I think it's pretty good if you're already paying for Netflix or Spotify. And if you're paying for it, it's a good option to have when you can recycle your money and to get these services for free. And you also get some rebates for spending it on a daily basis as well. But if you do not want to spend too much or do not want to have too many cards to manage, I think there are great credit cards out there that will serve your purpose without putting any money into crypto, which can be pretty volatile as well. So this brings us to the end of today's video. Do drop a like if you haven't, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.